What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phil Shocker, the 96 Hedgehog here with the WWC Quarterfinals. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. We're here at playoffs. Let's get it. You guys can hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to join the Phil Shocker crew today because you'll be feeling like the king of the crew. So, we finished as the second seed this season, which I cannot believe we did. I took like a bit of a random team out of the sand element late game, but we tore it up, dude. We really tore it up. There was one game I felt like somewhat didn't count for me, and that was the one against Jack that I was playing. But other than that, we lost one game to Hacks, and I lost one game because I choked away the win. So I think legitimately the only game that I technically said I lost cleanly was for Jack. The other games I just lost because of Hacks, and then one I lost because of choke. But nonetheless, I'm still proud of the season. We finished 7-3. Impressive season. By the way, if you guys didn't know, we actually got a forfeit win versus Gene, the Ottawa Gangars. Gene just said, I can't do anything, so just do that. So it is what it is, but that means we were guaranteed second seed, so I got to pick my opponent. So going into this playoff race, I had one opponent in mind that actually did clinch the 8th and final seed, and that was Miles and his Bearticks. And I wanted Miles because my matchup versus Miles is incredibly good. Like, I easily can beat Miles' team with my team. But however, Acorn, the bad nut himself, cost me that opportunity in going for Miles. Hate him for going for the smart person to go after. So I had another option, and I kind of didn't want to take on Zach because if for the chance I did take out Zach, I don't want to feel bad being the man that knocked him out. Jake, I think he's going to be fully prepared for my counter to Rain in some situation. Naily, I felt good going against Naily again, but I just didn't want to take the chances with Naily again. I think then there was Sandy. I didn't really want to face Sandy. His team was just way too. I think his team would have been really too good versus my team, so there was that. So ultimately, I think there was down to two other people, but I ultimately went with Matt. And the reason why I went with Matt is because I did beat Matt in the regular season. But I think if you look at my team versus Matt's team, my team matches up extremely well versus Matt. So that was the idea I wanted to do with Miles. My team kind of just not to be rude, but it did pretty much floor Miles and beat his team hands down. So I wanted to do that, but I couldn't do that. So I went with the second best person to technically do that too. And honestly, I think this is generally going to be the best matchup for me going into this. So let's go ahead and get into it. So you guys didn't check out that I think it was week 2 or week 3 we took him out. That's rather an insult. When we battled Matt. But let's go ahead and quickly talk over his team again. He's got Tapu Lele, Landorus Incarnate with Sheer Force, Seismitoad, Blastoise, Escavalier, Roserade, Cobalion, Mega Aerodactyl, Rotom Frost, Incineroar, and Lickitung. So look at the team he brought last time. This was the team he brought last time versus us. He brought Psychic Surge, Tapu Lele, which got died by Facade. We didn't see much from it. Roserade, which I'm pretty sure actually showed me Sludge Bomb. I don't think I put that on there. But it had Toxic Spice, Sludge Bomb, and it did not have Black Sludge, so it might have been potentially It wasn't Rocky Helmet, so it might have been a Berry or something like that. Seismitoad came as I would probably say physically defensive, like not max, but definitely defensive Toad with Earth Power and Stealth Rock, so he could have been probably mixed, or he could have been special with Stealth Rocks. Landers was Rock Polish 3 attacks, I'm going to say, or just Mono Earthquake, and U-Turn was just there for pivoting. He probably was a Berry, maybe, potentially. Mega Aerodactyl was Home Claw, so I imagine it had Stone Edge. It had some other moves, I think, probably Earthquake as well, or Crunch, so still to be mine. And then Incineroar, which got crit turn 1, we never saw the light of day, but it wasn't set. So the team I expect him to bring this time is Tapu Lele, Landorus, and Seismitoad because of the fact I have Dracovish. But I think Blastoise definitely comes this time because it walls my Excadrill and my Blastoise, my Dracovish. I think Escavalier comes this time as a really, really physically defensive Escavalier. I think Roserade still comes potentially as a poison point user this matchup with Rocky Helmet to try to finish a poison and Rocky Helmet chip. Cobalion could potentially still come to this match as an offensive threat. Mega Arrow could maybe come because it can be relatively good in the fact that excuse me, it can take abuse of my sand. Rotom Frost really doesn't make that much sense for me seeing him bring that mon. I don't think Incineroar's coming this time because of the fact that I have sand, and Lickitung I just don't see it generally coming. So let's break down the team we're bringing this week. We're pretty much bringing a whole different team except for maybe just 2 months. But the mon that pretty much destroyed him last time is coming again. It's my Luxray Sparks, aka Sean. And we actually, good thing I just caught that. We need to make that Guts. We are bringing my Lux right here with Facade, Fire Fang, Agility, Thunder Fang. Facade pretty much can smack his team up. Once I get chip damage with Facade, I can pretty much knock him out. I'm a little torn on wanting Thunder Fang, but I feel like if I don't have Thunder Fang, I can't really handle Blastoise all that well, and I think I need this to handle the Blastoise. So we have there, if I get some chip damage down, Facade will knock out Landorus, and I can just pretty much click Facade in front of anything and everything on his team. So, but I do need to be very, very, very careful that I do not let Landorus set up a Rock Polish. If it sets up a Rock Polish, it's faster than everything on my team. So I have to be very honest. If I have to really risk my Lux rate and go for a Facade, like on the chance it goes for a U-turn or it goes for something else, then I have to take that risk and go from there. But other than that, Lux rate pretty much just goes in. But you do have the agility set there, which does make me faster than everything in his team, guaranteed, except for Cobalion, which is Scarf. I went with being faster than Lando because Lando is much more of a threat, and with Lux rate, I can take at least 1 CC and be able to handle unless he is Choice Band, which I don't think he is. Up next, we're bringing the Crystal Setter herself. Crystal here with Smooth Rock Sandstring, physically defensive as his team is a little more physically offensive. I could see Special Lando as a difference besides Physical Lando, which would make a lot of less sense. But we're bringing Explosion, Toxic, Rock Slide, Body Press. I'm bringing pretty much no hazards essentially versus him. That would kind of mitigate his force of potentially wanting to bring hazard removal with Defog. But Explosion's there to bring us nuke something if I really want to. Toxic is really there to chip things down. Rock Slide is really good as well. Body Press is also really good because it can chip down things that I need chip for in order to pretty much bring something in and Plick Kale. Up next, we have my Excavator, aka Driller, who's pretty much, I think, going to be one of the guaranteed win cons we have this matchup. Swords Iron Hand Earthquake will just destroy his team hands down. We do have Substitute just put on there, and the reason why I have Substitute put on there is there's a good chance that he could potentially have Sleep Powder. He could have really good defensive options bringing on against my team. So there's something I had to really put on a note right there. But Swords Iron Head and Earthquake, like I said, just really go against the team. 64 HP, max attack, adamant, 192 speed. This is faster, I believe, than Choice Scarf Cobalion. I will double check my calcs to make sure, but I'm pretty sure this is faster than Choice Scarf Cobalion in case Cobalion comes and it's scarfed. But basically, with the Soft Sand, after a +2, Earthquake essentially guaranteed knocks out Seismitoad, it guaranteed knocks out Blastoise, it guaranteed knocks out Escavalier, and all I need is just to set up a Swords Dance, and I basically will just clean house on his team. I need a tiny bit of chip on Seismitoad if I want 100% guarantee the knockout, because there is a chance he could live even with a set of the Swords Dance if he's max. So, there's that. Up next, we're being a very, very, very different and weird Dracovish set this week, but I think I've done something like this before, and it has worked, and it would have worked if I didn't mess up. But we've got sub lefties again with Dracovish, and I know it seems really stupid that I can't keep bringing leftovers, but there's just this unique set of leftovers that works well with Dracovish if you see to it. But we have Substitute, Super Fang, Vicious Rends, Hidden Power, Grass, 96 HP in attack with a Naughty Natures, 116 special attack, and max speed. Max speed is guaranteed to outspeed Choice Scarf Lando, guaranteed. But Super Fang is there for the Blastoise. It is there for the Seismitoad. And basically, after a Super Fang from my Dracovish, Hidden Power Grass, as long as I don't low roll, guarantee knocks out Seismitoad with no Spadef Bulk. Guarantee knocks him out. So that's very, very good right there. This is also something that also hit Blastoise for a 2-8 KO after a Super Fang. Instead of having to go for Vicious, I can go for one Hidden Power Grass and then pretty much Vicious Rends the rest of his team. The only thing it can, if it's max to Rose Raid, then it can actually live a Vicious Rend, but I believe after a Super Fang hit, it won't live that, so there's that. But up next, we're bringing Muskie, my Stalin, which can pretty much plow for this man's team. If we don't see the mixture, if we don't see at least Cobalion, this thing pretty much just wins. We have a workup set here that actually can put in so much work with the Life Orb, 40 HP, 40 in defense because the odd name, making sure we take less recoil damage from the Life Orb. Max attack, adamant, 212 in speed. This will be guaranteed to be faster than the Landorus if it is Choice Scarf. Fire Fang return, Ice Fang with workup. Return stab is really strong in this matchup. Fire Fang is really, really good to hit the Escavalier and Cobalion respectively. Ice Fang will guarantee knock out Landorus and is also a good way to hit the Rose Raid to knock that thing out as well in case you don't want to go for return. And last but not least, we have my Togekiss here with the Babiri Bear with Air Slash, Heat Wave, Roost, and Defog. We have the Babiri Bear there in case there is potential steel coverage against this team. And I just generally think that Togekiss is good to also have there for removing hazards in that type of situation as well. 156 HP, 188 in defense, 96 special attack, 68 Spadef with the Bold Nature. With 0 speed, we still outspeed his lowest speed Mons, which is really good. But that's it for the video, guys. If you like, comment, share, subscribe. And if we lose this way, I'm happy we just made playoffs in general. But until next time, guys, I'm Phil Shocker, Nice Hedgehog. I'll see you guys next time. Until next time, guys, peace.